All right, let's dive into Bitcoin's story, starting right from 2008, when the financial world was a total train wreck and banks were collapsing like
Yeah,
dominoes. It was a time when, well, trust in banks and governments was just crumbling.
right? And remember how the headlines screamed about billions being thrown around to save failing institutions? Yet, we were getting this vibe. Hey, our bonuses are safe, no Disneyland for you. Almost like priorities were all upside down.
Exactly. And then, out of that chaos, on October 31st, 2008, this mysterious figure, Satoshi Nakamoto, drops a bomb in the form of a PDF. Now, it's almost poetic, a call to rebellion saying, what if money exists without
Really
banks?
subversive. Totally. It was that spark, like a middle finger to the old financial order. And then, on January 3rd, 2009, the Genesis block was mined, embedding a cheeky message aimed straight at Wall Street.
Right, man. It was like Bitcoin was born as a kind of protest, not for greed, but pure frustration against a collapsing
absolutely.
system. It's like they said, banks print money and mess up, but we're going to do it with math and code.
Really puts things in perspective. And then comes the technical wizardry, the blockchain. Imagine a notebook that's copied across like every computer on Earth. Try to alter it, and suddenly 10,000 others say, nah, you're lying.
Yeah, it's like you make one change and bam, every copy rejects it. It's this unhackable ledger that ensures every transaction is transparent and irreversible.
Right. And then we have the miners. These are the modern-day gold diggers, solving puzzles, burning electricity, and, well, they secure the whole network through this thing called proof of work.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a global math race, solving cryptographic puzzles where the winner adds the next block and gets rewarded. And not just rewarded randomly, but with a halved reward every 4 years. Pretty ingenious, don't you think?
Yeah, indeed. But isn't it a bit weird, though? I mean, energy consumption aside, this entire process is built on a system that, well, almost feels like a lottery. What if the environmental impact just overshadows the genius?
I get your point, but think of it this way. The halving schedule, it's like a self-regulating monetary supply cap. Instead of printing money at will, Bitcoin guarantees scarcity with a predictable limit, like 21 million coins.
Right, that scarcity is the whole digital gold argument. Yeah, digital gold. And speaking of gold, Bitcoin's investment thesis really hinges on that notion too. While governments continue to print dollars to patch up economic issues, Bitcoin remains, well, hard money. There's no central bank to inflate its value away.
Exactly, and that's why people like Michael Saylor, Cathie Wood, and even Jack Dorsey back it up. They see Bitcoin as more than just a currency. It's a revolution against the status quo.
Right? It's a paradigm shift. I mean, think about it. Using something like 12 words to control millions of dollars, or the anecdote of trading 10,000 BTC for 2 pizzas. It sounds surreal, but it's this crazy leap of faith that shows how norms shift over time.
Absolutely. It's like a nerdy experiment turned into a global financial movement, and then the community grew. Institutions started to take notice. Nations like El Salvador even made Bitcoin legal tender.
I remember that. Right? Now El Salvador, and even experiments in Nigeria and Argentina, are leveraging Bitcoin for real-world utility, like remittances and protecting savings from inflation. It's fascinating how it's reshaping financial freedom in turbulent economies.
Totally. And yet for every enthusiast proclaiming Bitcoin as the future, there are critics banging on about how it produces nothing tangible, no crops, no rent. They, well, see it as a speculative bubble or even a fraud.
That's a good point. Yeah, and I have to say, there's merit to their argument. Bitcoin doesn't generate cash flow like a company. It's not physically productive. But then, isn't that exactly the point? It's not meant to be a company, but rather an asset, like gold.
Precisely. It's not supposed to pay dividends or grow a business. Its value is in its resistance to inflation, its digital scarcity. It's a store of value, a sort of counterbalance to central bank antics.
right? It's more about survival than immediate profit. However, I do wonder about the risks. Like, what if Satoshi, who holds a huge chunk of BTC, suddenly decided to sell off? Wouldn't that, well, tank the market?
That's a worry that's come up a lot. But here's the beauty. Bitcoin's code is open source. Even if Satoshi tried to shake things up, no single entity controls the rules. The consensus mechanism among thousands of miners, developers, and nodes prevents any one person
that's
from
reassuring.
hijacking the system.
Still, there's also the future scare. Quantum computing, for instance. Some argue that these supercomputers could, one day, crack Bitcoin's cryptography. But, Bitcoin devs are already on it, working on quantum-resistant upgrades.
Right, they've been proactive about that. And the decentralized nature of Bitcoin means even government attempts to shut it down, like what happened in China, have just pushed miners to new territories.
The resilience is real. It feels almost like a tech David against the Goliath of central banking and governmental control. And while new competitors like Ethereum and meme coins pop up, Bitcoin seems committed to being a slow, secure, and unmistakable store of value.
Yeah, it's not about chasing trends, but rather ensuring longevity. The whole concept, money that's escape-proof from inflation and government meddling, is revolutionary. It's like a digital revolution in our financial lives.
Absolutely. I have to say, though, while I appreciate the elegance of the design, sometimes I feel that the critics hit a valid point when they mention that Bitcoin doesn't produce anything. It just, exists. Don't you think that's a fundamental vulnerability?
I get where you're coming from, but look at it this way. Every technology has its place. Bitcoin's purpose isn't to create tangible goods. It's to provide a reliable, decentralized asset. And in times of monetary chaos, that's nothing short of revolutionary.
Yeah, it's a different kind of utility. Fair enough. And the fact that it's being embraced, even by some mainstream financial institutions, shows that people are willing to accept its digital nature as the future of money. It's like we're all in on this, evolving with technology.
Exactly. It bridges the gap between the old world financial structures and the new decentralized era. It rewards patience, saving, and long-term thinking, qualities that have been somewhat lost in the high-speed trading, quick profit chase.
Totally agree. And man, isn't it wild to think that the whole revolution began with something as mundane as takeout? The infamous pizza trade turned into a story that's now worth hundreds of millions.
Yeah, it's absurdly fascinating. Who would have thought that ordering 2 pizzas could become a legendary moment in financial history? It's almost poetic. Chaos, rebellion, and then a spark of innovation that flips the script on money forever.
Yeah, quite the narrative. At the end of the day, Bitcoin isn't perfect. It's got its critics and its technical challenges. But its superpower, I think, is survival. Against every test, be it regulatory or even technological threats, it keeps on trucking.
Exactly. It's like a stubborn, irreverent force that just won't go away. And maybe that's the point. Bitcoin isn't about being flawless, it's about enduring. It's government-proof, inflation-proof, even if it sometimes feels like it's built on a dream and some really bold code.
So here we are, witnessing one of the biggest financial revolutions of our time. A blend of rebellion, technology, and a dash of irreverence. It's not just evolution, it's a revolution in how we perceive value and money.
Exactly. And whether you're bullish about it or its skeptics have a point, Bitcoin has undeniably changed the conversation. And that, my friend, is what makes its saga so thrilling to follow.